So now this next exercise is going to be our forward stroke. We're going to engage our bottom hand in the forward stroke. So, does everybody know what anchor means on a spey cast? No. Okay. So, after we do all the setup casts and we place our fly in the forward stroke, correct? Anchor is the section of fly line, tip, tippet, and fly that is adhered to the water. So the part that lays on the water right here before your forward stroke, right here, that part there, that's the anchor. That's what loads basically your rod. Now, you ever hear the 180-degree principle? It's the most important part of a spey cast. That's usually the key fault. So the 180-degree principle is very simple. Is that the D loop, your fly, your forward stroke has to be in line 180 degrees each other to your target that you're trying to cast at. So we know we have to stand facing our target, right? So we always have to have our forward stroke 180 degrees parallel, like this. Everything has to align up, like that. If it doesn't align up, for instance, if our fly was here and somehow we managed to get the fly way away from us and we try to cast, we're going to have an excess amount of anchor on the surface of the water. It's going to work, but it won't be really efficient. So what we're going to practice on is the forward stroke, and our tent stake is going to be our anchor. That's what's going to allow us to cast a spey line on the grass. So now we're going to go off the side. Take your rod off your dominant side. You're going to place it parallel. Take your rod tip, put it right over your tent stake, like that. Same amount of line out. And now what we're going to do is, I'm working out the head, is we're going to use the forward stroke. So this forward stroke is just the same thing as your single hand, pretty much. It really, really is. We all talk about 10 and 2, right? And what happens if we take our single hand rod and we push and accelerate too quickly? What happens? We have a tailing loop, don't we? The line doesn't like it, we tail. So anytime that we start right here and we accelerate really fast and push, the line, the rod tip concaves, the line tails, and bad things happen. Same thing with the spey cast. If you're here, and this is going to be our key position. We all have phones, right? We're going to answer the phone. Hello, hello, hello. This right hand or left hand for Jeremy and George is going to be on your left side. The key position is at your ear. And look where my rod tip is right here. Isn't it pretty close to 2 o'clock there? Nice. Our bottom hand, where should this bottom hand be? If you notice, if you can barely see it out of your peripheral vision, you're in the proper key position here. You're not out here, you're right in here, nice and close, just like that. That is the key forward position of a spey cast. So automatically, we're going to start right here, but you're going to think to do this right away. Just like that. You're going to want to go like this. See how the loops are big and wide? Look how our accelerations are. It's all top hand, isn't it? Now, what we're going to do is we're going to use our bottom hand. And one way to really start exercising, even on the grass, is you always lead a spey cast with your elbow. If you lead with the elbow and you come down the mountain, the rod tip path stays flat, and then as you get here, you can pop it. So what we're going to do is use the analogy as key firing position, down the mountain, pop it. It's called the flip of the tip. It's all bottom hand. Down the mountain, pop it. See how it pops off the tip of the rod really high? The loop is formed very high, just like that. Comparatively speaking, is if I went like that, big open loop. So this is the same exercise as we did here. Remember, we're doing this, and all we're doing now is this right here. Just like that, right off the bottom hand.